Hey everybody, welcome back to 5 Days a Stranger. We've located everyone but AJ, and now we have this wonderful library to search through. So let's do that. First, let's look around. Della's How to Cook series. The 1988 edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica with Wagner to Woodlouse missing. Huh. Collection of old road maps and atlases, probably tragically out of date. Interesting, a couple of binders containing old architectural plans for Defoe Manor. There'd probably be some architectural plans of the building there. Okay, yeah. We could use that. A map is always handy. Alright. What else we got? Nothing but photo albums. Historical text on most of the really well-known noble families. The history of the Defoe lineage. Could definitely use some of that. I think it's about time I read up on the Defoe family. What else we got? We got footsteps again. What else? What's this over here? But what about the gray one? Oh, whatever. There's, And a complete, unabridged Oxford English dictionary. Those don't come cheap. A lovely bound textbooks on gardening. A sun-bleached skull, probably placed here to add a gothic ambiance. Books on photography, cartooning, and watercoloring. Some of P.G. Woodhouse's best. Several series of something called the Digest of Visual Arts. Alright, well, what about these research things we got going on here? Can't think of any use for these books at the moment. Well, what kind of books are they? You're not helping me out here, man. There's something else that I need here, but I can't find it yet. Books on the occult. No doubt interesting bedtime reading. Give me some of that. Yes, you can. Okay, well now I know which ones they are. Okay, let's look at what we have. I said, let's look at what we have. It's a very old architectural plan of Defoe Manor. There's Defoe Manor with the underground tomb clearly marked as being under the front yard. Oops. No, it's not that. There's something here that doesn't belong. Something I don't recall seeing in the house. Let's see. First floor. Coming through here. Here. This should be the kitchen. What's this then? Yeah, what's this then? If these lines indicate stairs, like it does here and here, then this means it's a staircase. But there is no staircase in the kitchen. What do we have here? History on the Defoe Family, Volume 7, yes. Roderick Defoe, later Sir Roderick Defoe, is probably the most famous of the lineage, excuse me, using a lot of the inheritance he attained when his parents died suddenly. Excuse me, starting my timer because I'm an idiot and didn't do it earlier. Yes. He embarked on a series of adventures throughout the globe, earning quite a reputation as a colonial explorer. He retired from adventuring at the age of 40 when he met his future bride, Belinda Rothman, and fell instantly in love. He built a luxury manor in the English countryside, and the couple moved in as soon as work was complete. By all accounts, the couple were deliriously happy, which is what made Belinda's sudden death while giving birth to their only son Matthew all the more tragic. Sir Roderick was in mourning for a long time, leaving the upbringing of Matthew in the hands of numerous nannies and tutors. When he finally did start taking an interest in his son, he was known to be bitterly disappointed as his son rejected the idea of joining the army, preferring to pursue art and literature. As Matthew neared the age of 15, however, he and his father seemed to grow closer. They didn't always see eye to eye, but they seemed to understand each other and offer unconditional love. And then, on Matthew's 15th birthday, he and Roderick disappeared. A servant found bloodstains in one of the rooms, but no bodies were found. The fate of Sir Roderick and his wayward son, there'll be peace when you... Never mind. Remains a mystery to this day. The first of many mysterious disappearances connected to the Defoe line and the family house. Groovy. Groovy Maloovy. Well, now we know what to do. Well, not what to do entirely, but we know how to get Philip to stop digging around in the backyard like an idiot. And that's important. Because we can think of better uses for that, what's it? Metal detector. Like finding the connecting thing for that pool. There you are, Philip, still messing about like a fool. Like a fool, I say. Here we go, Philip. Here, Mr. Hardy, I found this old map in the library. Did you? Take a look. The tomb is quite clearly under the front yard. But this is the backyard. There's no way to the front yard. Sucks, doesn't it? Well, I guess that's my escape plan out the window. Thanks a bunch, buddy. Don't mention it. Can I borrow the metal detector? Why the hell not? Take away my hopes, might as well take away my only worldly possession, too. Have fun with it. Thank you. Now, do excuse me. He's gotta go find someone to help him take his hands out of his pocket. Right, let's... Fine. We can work this out. Alright. I said alright. God damn it. I can track where the pipeline leads with the metal detector. The trail ends here. Well then, let's just dig around. What have we here? Philip's laboring must have uncovered it. Must have covered it up, rather. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. What were you hoping for? The wall to open? Didn't do anything, huh? Yo ye of little faith, Trilby. the ladder leading down into the pool. Well, let's go down into the pool. Christ! Oh, Christ. This is definitely the man I met on the landing, presumably AJ. Looks like someone tied him to an iron hook at the bottom of the pool. But I think he was dead before then. His throat has been split open by some large edged weapon. God, the stench. Affects many others. Dead? How? Murdered. He was stabbed to death and tied to the bottom of the pool. Oh my God. You know what this means, don't you? We are the only ones in this house. The killer has to be one of us. Not necessarily. I don't think any of us could engineer... Shut up! It was you, wasn't it? You killed AJ and now you're covering your tracks. Philip, you're being absurd. Why would Trilby tell us where the body is if he wanted to hide it? He's covering his tracks. He was the last one to arrive, and don't tell me you're not the least bit suspicious of him. Look, what happened to AJ was a terrible thing. But if we let it tear us apart, we could all go the same way. He's got a point, Philip. Oh, I see. You're all in this on this together. Philip. Shut up! As far as I'm concerned, there's no one I can trust anymore. From now on, it's every man for themselves. Hands still firmly in my pocket. Idiot. He's shaken. We all are. So what do you think? About AJ, I mean. I'm not really sure. I think we're being haunted. Oh. Well, at least someone's keeping their head. Look, I'm not exactly in love with such an unscientific idea as a murderous ghost. But nothing other than the supernatural could have engineered this situation. And this house has a bad history. A history I think it's time I started looking into. Well, you do whatever you want. I think I'm going to look into AJ's death with a slightly more sensible attitude. Where's Jim? Someone should tell him about AJ. I think he went upstairs. I'll go look for him. Jim? Jim, is that you? What are you doing, Father? What? Father, no, don't. Father, no. Father. Hold on. What? Oh, God. Day 3. Jim? Sorry, Mr. Trilby, you wanted me to wake you? Did I? You remember yesterday? You told me about AJ, then you said you were going to look into the house. You asked me to wake you this morning so you could get started. Ah, yes, I remember. Thank you, Jim. Anytime. Straight from the Argos catalog to your bedroom. Let's check the TV. It's the next day, after all. Something new may be on. This morning, in other news, Michael Cretion, solicitor of the Defoe estate, was found dead this morning in his office. Mr. Ketchesay was found to have hanged himself, and a ruling of suicide has already been declared. This is the latest of a recent string of deaths and disappearances connected to the mysterious Defoe Manor. A string which began with the murder-suicide of Sir Clarence Defoe and his young wife, and has seen more recently the disappearance of BBC reporter Simone Taylor. Police were hoping to acquire the key to Defoe Manor in order to investigate, but the location of the key was known only by Mr. Chesham himself. Numerous television stars have already come forward to pay tribute to Miss Taylor, as it becomes increasingly apparent that disappeared. Something tells me there wouldn't be that much coverage if there wasn't a celebrity involved. Quite, Trilby, quite. Well, let's start our investigation where it began, in the pool. The hell are you doing here, Philip? It's a portrait of a wizened, bearded old man in a safari suit. The plaque reads Sir Roderick Defoe. He was just an old man yesterday, now he's all wizened. Philip Hardy, a rather wild-eyed young man in a leather jacket and khakis. What do you mean you don't see anything important? Papers. Whatever. Hello, Philip. Leave me alone, cat burglar. Have you seen the others? No. All I know is they're not here bothering me. Why don't you go join them? What are you doing? None of your business. Are those maps at the house? Yes, they're maps. I'm going to find a way out, then I'm going to get away from this madhouse once and for all. And after that, if I ever see your smug, pinstripe-wearing face again, it'll be a million years too soon. Don't like my suit, huh? Come on, Philip, none of us could have possibly killed AJ. You want to bet? You're over 6 foot. You could have done it easily. Maybe I could have, but I didn't. Prove it. You know I can't. Well then. You know, your attitude could be the death of us. It's certainly going to be the death of you if you don't get out of my face. Feeling any better this morning? Oh, I'm just peaches. Now go away. Well, catch you later. Let's save. And move on. I don't want it. It kind of freaks me out. It should. It's getting older. What's this? I just found it out here like this. Do you know whose it is? Yeah, it's mine. Did you bring it in here last night or something? Of course not. It was in the front yard and there's no way into the front yard. Maybe someone's trying to help us. Maybe. I'll go find the others and let them know about it. Sure. Very peculiar. It's definitely my car. How it got to be here is something I certainly can't explain. Great. My lockpicks are here. They must have fallen out of my pocket while I was getting out of the car. Yoink. I'll hide an emergency pick in the lining of my tie, like I usually do. Anything else? There's nothing else in the car, and not much point in driving it when there's nowhere to drive to. Lockpicks. I said, lockpicks. There we go. Alright, what do we have in here? I can see my car from here. Cupboard. I wonder what delights await within. An empty workbench is like an empty mind. It's one of those two-man saws. It's a pickaxe, and God only knows what it's doing here. Let's take the pickaxe. Take the saw, maybe? Look in the cupboard. Is there anything in there? I can't actually tell. The cupboard is bare. Like old Mother Hubbard. Let's see if we can get another look at AJ. Huh. Looks like I'm not the only one who had that idea. Alright, let's ignore her for now. I want to get a look at AJ here. Poor mysterious AJ, we hardly knew ye. Alright, what do we got? Maybe now's not a good time to disturb the dead. Fine, we can just talk. Simone. Oh, Trilby. How's the ghost hunt going? Do you know where the others are? Sorry, Trilby. I haven't seen either of them since yesterday. Someone brought my car into the backyard. Yes, I noticed. It's your car, isn't it? Did you bring it here? Trilby, I have no idea where it came from or how. I'm just glad to see a bit more color about the place. I see. What are you doing? I'm investigating, like we all should be doing. So what do you conclude? I found his wallet. He had ID for almost every government agency I can think of. Everything from M16 to CIA. I think he must have been sent to investigate the house. Some kind of secret mission. That's why he never told us anything about himself. It wouldn't make sense, certainly. And I'd say this constitutes a pretty spectacular failure of that mission. Any clues on who did this? It must be a pretty big fellow, I think. Armed with a large slashing weapon like a machete. I also found a piece of leather. Leather? Like Philip's jacket? No, it wasn't black. Brown leather, like from an old-fashioned blacksmith's apron. There was a torn-off piece in AJ's hand. I see. How are you feeling? Fine, thank you. You're not too shaken about AJ. I don't have time to be shaken about AJ. Whoever did this might still be around. Once we're safely out of harm's way, then I think I'll be shaken. A sensible attitude. I didn't mean to click that, sorry. See you later. Sure. Yes, a very sensible attitude. Alright. Don't know why I'm bothering, but let's check back here. Pretty sure there's nothing else new. Maybe I can turn the water back on and drown her. Nah, that would be a stupid thing to try. I'm pretty sure that's not how the water works anyway. Okay. Still got my lockpick, so let's try jimmying open some of those locks upstairs. Alright, that one's broken, so we don't need to bother. Shut up, voices. I think I did it, but it still won't open. There must be a deadbolt or something on the other side. There we go, unlocked. But where's Jim? It's very clean and white, probably recently used. No signs of blood or skeleton. You in here, Jimbo? Ah, there you are, Jim. How you doing, Jimbo? What do you think we should do next? I think we should be doing as much research into the house as we can. What are you doing? I'm just looking for stuff on the house. Why? Dunno. Yes, you do, Jim. Why? Because I want to help. But I'm not sure what I could do. I'm not sure if I'm going to offer that tag-along thing yet. Have you seen Philip and Simone? Mr. Hardy's in the dining hall shouting at everyone who comes in. Miss Taylor said she was investigating AJ. Thanks. Never mind. Okay. Now can I have the books? Oh, come on. Fine. Wait. Let's see if I can look at the books AJ was looking at now. Assuming it was AJ. Now what have we here? Huh. Do you see what I see? They don't look like they were made by human fingernails. Scratches. Funny, there seem to be some little scratches on the wall just under the window. A rather nice piece of Victorian furniture. Let me check that again, make sure I didn't misread that. Yeah, they don't look. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure they didn't actually say that it did look. Nothing in the wardrobe but that little book. Well, let's take the little book. Nightstand? Empty. What about this nightstand? Empty. Bed? I'm not sure I would feel right sleeping in a dead man's bed. Alright, let's look at this little book, eh? What's this? Ah, the saw. Diary. It's the diary of Sir Roderick Defoe. March 15th, 1805. Work on the house is going well. It should be completed by the end of July. Belinda is already excited about the forthcoming wedding and spent many hours of the day going over even the smallest details over and over again. Not since our early courtship has she been so giddy with joy. It softens my heart to see her smile, and she smiles often. I am wondering why I didn't retire sooner. August 12th, 1805. I am only now having the opportunity to write this, as it has been a most hectic day. The wedding went without a hitch, and the house was ready for us to move in as soon as the ceremony was over. Belinda insisted on consummating our marriage immediately. I am sure, dear diary, this house can be expecting to hear the laughter of children before 1806 is out. February 14th, 1806. A romantic day for our announcement. The physician has just left, confirming that Belinda is with child, a child we can expect to be born in June. We've already decided to name the child Matthew if a boy, or Jane if a girl. June 28th, 1806. Belinda is dead. I will never forget her face, ash gray, contorted with pain. The child is healthy. Would that it had never come about and spared me this fresh hell. May 24th, 1820. Matthew showed me the painting of the grounds he created. I worry about the boy. Why can't he have a healthier interest, like soldiering? The painting was fair, I suppose, but I would rather my child be less of a weakling. June 28th, 1821. It is the anniversary of the night I unleashed a horror which I shall remove from this world. May God forgive me. That's the last entry. So I guess he went to kill Matthew? Either way, I think that's about it for this recording. Excuse me. Next time, I'm going to look out that window. Maybe, just maybe, it'll open. It will, I think. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Shut up, voices, I'm trying to say goodbye. I'll wait. Thank you.